Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mensa Vlogs. So today, got my boy Jonathan.
Johnny, you can call me Johnny.
Jonathan. So we're gonna be going over our the top 5 anime of all time. So if you guys seen, I'll link it up in the corner right here. I did this with Avante before, but we did top 5 video game franchises. So basically the way we did it is we came up with our own personal top 10s. We found 5 that we had in common, and then we're going to rank them, based on which ones we think is the best out of those 5. So the 5 we came up with were Death Note, Bleach, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, and Dragon Ball Z, of course. So at number 5 out of all of them, I feel like Bleach would be 5.
Why?
Bleach, I mean, trust me, I love Bleach. I'm probably one of the biggest advocates for Bleach, but I think comparing it to all the other ones, as far as the impact and the way Bleach ended, I feel like it drops it down a few notches. Like we was talking about before, like Bleach, it should have ended right after Aizen. Like that should have been the end of it. But then they started doing the full bring, and Ichigo started getting every power ever. Like he was Soul Reaper, Human, Hollow, Quincy, it just started getting too much. So I just feel like I still love Bleach, but I feel like it moves down a few pegs compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bleach should be number 5 on our list. It's like it had impact, but compared to the other 4 that we picked, it's not as big. It's a good anime though. Like,
and I don't think it's lasting impact too. Like when we talk about impact, it's more like if you're talking about it 10 years, 20 years from now, like are people gonna really like?
Yeah.
People will bring it up, but it ain't. I don't think it's gonna be in many people's top 5.
Yeah, it was like kind of like a contemporary anime. Like it was good when it came out.
Yeah,
but unless they redo the anime like they did with Dragon Ball Z Kai or whatever, or Dragon Ball Kai or whatever they did, I guess. But it should have stopped at Aizen. I agree. They just want OD.
Yeah. So there you guys go. Number 5's going to Bleach. All right. So what are you thinking for number 4?
Number 4 for me personally would be Dragon Ball Z.
Bro, that's...
Me personally.
I don't know about that, bro. Dragon Ball Z
First of all,
at 4?
Yeah.
First of all, I gotta what?
Explain why. You gotta add a little... I'm gonna explain why.
Oh.
But you gotta add a little controversy so people are like, what?
Okay.
But nah, I really do think so, though. First of all, Dragon Ball Z was like 10th on... Not, but like 8. Because, let me explain. I think Dragon Ball Z...
I think you're being prisoner of the moment.
Actually, I'm not, because I'm watching Super right now. So, if anything, I'll be like, yo, Dragon Ball Z number 2.
But I mean, like, for you to say... Like, you gotta put yourself... When we rank these things, you gotta think about where you were at the time.
I know, but I understand. But, like, when I look at Pokemon... First of all, to me, nothing is topping Death Note and Hunter x Hunter. Those are two, like, the storyline behind it was too perfect. It wasn't... Well, Hunter x Hunter had a lot of plot holes. But, like, the concept behind it was too perfect. And Death Note was just a near perfect anime in terms of storyline and how they went about it. It wasn't superpower niggas, rocks flying up in the air. like, it just wasn't OD. It was realistic. Like, I could relate to him. Like, oh, okay. If I had the Notebook, I really would do some shit like that. Like,
whoa. What?
You wouldn't kill bad guys?
Nigga, he was killing anybody that threatened him.
Okay.
Besides
that.
But you at work, you think dude gonna get promoted over you?
No, like, he didn't even do that. Why he just got?
That's basically what the situation you would be in.
No, I just killed bad guys, bro. But the reason why I put Dragon Ball Z as 4th is because it's the impact it had was enormous in terms of setting the standard for other animes. But
every anime,
no, because Yu Yu Hakusho came out before.
Came after.
It came out after or before?
Yu Yu Hakusho came out before. I mean after.
It did? I don't know.
In Japan, at least. Or even in America. I think Yu Yu Hakusho was like...
Yu Yu Hakusho was like one of the first animes. That, Sailor Moon...
Sailor Moon was before. But like DBZ was like 89 or something like that. Crazy.
That was Dragon Ball, probably.
And I think Dragon Ball was like 86. I'm telling you.
I gotta look this up.
That's something I've always thought about. Like, Dragon Ball Z, believe it or not, so in America, right, the Buu Saga was like 03 or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
In Japan, it was over 96. That's how old, like, that's how long it took.
Okay, that makes sense.
And it's still that popular. And look, even like you said, like, oh, Yu Yu Hakusho was mad old. It's like, Dragon Ball Z came out in the 80s and 90s, and like, the animation doesn't look that bad even to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know how, what type of technology or art studio, but I don't know. Listen, what I'm going to say is DBZ set the precedent for damn near every other anime after. People still talk about to this day. It's probably...
Because it's super.
That, probably super... not super, what do they call it? Sailor Moon, all those Pokemon, all that. Those are probably the main Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the main reason that people in America like anime right now. Like it's known to have brought anime to the Western world. Like I seen some posts on Twitter like a few months ago, this old article from like 2000 or like 2001, and they had something called Japanic. It was when all the parents was freaking out over all these Japanese cartoons because they didn't know what it was. Oh, it's violent. Oh, they making animals fight each other. Oh, Krillin got stabbed with Frieza's horn. Like, I'm telling you, like, it had, like, that's controversial, but, like, that's important. Like, I'm telling you, like, DBZ is just...
Nah, me personally, I think...
Yeah. How many times you fake doing a Kamehameha or turning Super Saiyan?
Okay,
you ain't never... I don't care. You never faked
If I was a kid now...
What other anime would you be...
Naruto, you know you were trying to do this.
I never made a Rasengan.
Never?
Never.
You never screamed it.
No.
You're crazy.
This nigga was in high school doing Rasengan in lunch. Like, no.
You're crazy.
I promise. No.
But I'm pretty sure kids who really...
You did the fusion dance. People talk about the fusion dance on Twitter today. Like,
now that I'm older, yes, the impact was huge, but the storyline was basic as hell.
No, I'll admit that I say after Cell, like, the story got kind of weird. Like, the story, I'll admit, wasn't, like, its strong suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that, once, I feel like the most iconic thing about Dragon Ball Z was when Goku turned Super Saiyan.
And even that, I think Dragon Ball Z, like, we talk about, like, the storyline, maybe you can say wasn't that strong or whatever, but, like, the moments in it was impactful. Like, no matter what, I think that takes skill. Like, if the story isn't something crazy, like, oh, there's a bunch of, making you think so deeply, like Death Note or something like that, but those moments are so impactful. Like you said, him turn Super Saiyan, what's it called? Gohan going Super Saiyan 2, like...
Okay,
Piccolo,
and that's it. That's where
Piccolo, no, it doesn't. And the Piccolo teaming up with Goku to fight his brother, learning about Goku's origin, because in Dragon Ball you just thought this nigga had a tail, but then you found out he has a whole Saiyan race. Like, found out Bardock and Frieza.
See, but like once you watch more anime, you realize that was basic. Like,
so that's okay. So I'll agree with that. Like, as I got older and started watching other anime, I was like, okay, DBZ definitely had like its faults, but I just feel like it's so like it's hard to fight against it that I can't play that forward, bro.
Well, I mean, you can. Me personally, DBZ is 4.
Originally, we were going to come up with one list that we were agree on, but it seems that we have found
Dragon Ball Z got
an impasse.
Dragon Ball Z has to stay 4th. I'm sorry. For me personally, like, and real anime fans, Dragon Ball Z is iconic, and that's the only thing that holds it up, because it was the first of its kind, the Super Saiyan, all that. But realistically, if mad animes were out at the same time Dragon Ball Z was out, trust me, it would be like, people would be like, what? Okay, that's regular.
Alright, if Biggie didn't die, then Jay-Z would never be considered the best rapper. Like, are we going to, like, how many hypotheticals are we going to
We don't, well, that, I don't know. But when you watch a lot of anime, you're like, yo, this is mad intelligent, intricate. Dragon Ball Z, okay, new form. Somehow he pulled it out at the right time. Like,
all right, let's move on.
So what's your fourth?
Okay, personally, fourth is gonna be Naruto, bro. I'm sorry, like
what? Is he crazy? Like Naruto? Why? Now I want to know why.
I just never. I don't know. I never got.
Wait. Time out. Are we talking about Naruto or Naruto Shippuden?
The series as a whole. That's like saying Dragon Ball Z. It's a whole.
Nah, people don't like Dragon Ball though.
That's true. And Shippuden, you kind of need to finish the story. I'm saying it together.
Okay.
It's not. Again, these are the top 5 of all time. So nothing. No show we mentioned is bad by any stretch of the imagination. I don't really have gripes with Naruto. Like, this is really coming down to me looking at the other things on my list and putting them in the proper order. You know what I mean? Like, I point out the reasons I had, the problems I had with Bleach, but Naruto, I don't know. I just never, it never gravitated towards me as much as the other shows. Like, I know everybody loves Naruto. Like, I've watched the whole series, minus the filler. Shippuden, I watched Boruto, everything, but it just, I don't know. I don't have, a huge, in-depth reason why not. It's just, I like the other ones more. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I can't.
You know what I mean? I can't be there's...
It just didn't resonate with you like it did Dragon Ball Z. But it's hard to say that because you weren't really a kid when you were watching Naruto. I feel like if you were a kid when you were watching Naruto, it would have because right now Naruto is the most famous anime. They did a whole poll. Naruto is the most famous anime in the world.
Yeah.
And you even saw during the Olympics, some guy was dressed as Jiraiya and stuff like that. So
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, if you look it up, that's how much of an impact it has. So.
That was off my radar.
But I mean, I don't know. I can't. So what's number 3 then?
Number 3.
Don't be stupid.
I don't think so. I think I gotta put Hunter x Hunter number 3.
What?
Okay, so just like how you said Naruto, if I grew up watching it, I'd probably put it higher, right? I've gone back just to rewatch random fights or scenes in Dragon Ball Z randomly on YouTube or something. Hunter x Hunter, I watched it not when it first started, but somewhere around right before the Chimera arc or whatever. I was watching it live when it came out in Japan, and then I could watch it while I was in school. So I was watching it weekly, and I definitely loved it. I love the concept, the fact that everyone has their own unique abilities, everything like that, but I can't put it above Dragon Ball Z. I can't, personally.
I think now it's a bias for you.
It might be, but, I mean, honestly, my favorite anime of all time is going to be honorable mention because we didn't agree on it, so I just got to put it at number 3, but, and it's not done. I think that's that puts stuff down to me. You can't be top 2 or top 1 when your show isn't done. I get it's not the show's fault. The creator didn't finish it, and he puts out. So he got back problems or something, and he I'm not trying to make fun of his health. I'm just saying, but it's he put out 1 chapter of manga every 2 years, literally 1 every year or every 2 years or something. So it's I can't put it up there for what it has been put out. It's been great. I don't really, honestly, you could probably skip most of the Hunter exam until the final.
Also, the first season
thing. Yeah, for the most part, because it really started turning up after that.
I don't know. I like that part. It was just
I'm not mad at it. It showed their other type of skills without using men, but yeah, I gotta put it at number 3.
Number 3 for me would be Naruto.
Damn, you were just talking all that crap about Naruto. I put at 4, and now you put at 3.
Because we know the other two. Other two for me, they just captivated me. But number 3 for me would be Naruto because it just the whole system of chakra, and then like then you have the ninja system, Jonin, Hokage, all that was just so intelligent, and it just captivated me.
I feel like after the original Naruto, that didn't matter though.
It didn't, because
like
the Anbu,
Genin was beating Hokage level people. Like
the Anbu were
Naruto,
definitely
Naruto was a Genin.
Yeah,
for mad
I mean,
long.
but he's different.
Okay.
And then Sasuke was
were ass. Like,
I mean, they're fighting the Akatsuki. I mean, they're all Hokage level shinobi.
Who?
Kazuya.
Oh, you said the Akatsuki or
Yeah.
Hokage level. Oh.
All
They
of
said
them.
the Jonin. I'm like,
No.
kind of ass. When we think about it.
Like, I felt like Naruto, especially when it went to Shippuden, kind of strayed away from everything. Like, it like certain storylines kind of disappeared, and they just started focusing on Uchiha, and then all of a sudden they became the most powerful niggas on earth, Susanoo and all this, and then you couldn't battle that. Like, it's just too much. Like, they should have focused on all the clans. What was Neji's clan called?
Fam, why'd they kill Neji at the beginning of the war? Spoiler alert.
That's not. It wasn't in the beginning though.
It was literally they were on the battlefield. This nigga got impaled,
That
mad
was
hard.
towards the end,
Like,
the tree came and all that.
fam,
What was his clan called?
Hyuga.
Yeah, the Hyuga clan. Like, they should have focused on them. Like, I wanted to see a Hyuga member versus Uchiha member. They never showed.
Yeah,
they never touched upon none of that.
They
Like,
literally they hyped up the Byakugan mad
yeah,
hard.
like he can see you can't trade the inside of your body and all this. They did all that to barely show this guy. Like, that was. It's just like they strayed away from the core storyline of it, and it could have been even better. But I think they're rushing the author to finish it up, and it was just. You saw the mess. Madara came back all powerful and defeating Tail Beast blind. Like,
Nah, I definitely agree with that. Like, it sucks that it shows, like, even when, I mean, we're not going to talk about, like, Game of Thrones and real people shows, but, like, even that people just dismiss the whole show because of the last season, which, like, I don't think is fair.
yeah,
Like, that was part of my gripes with Bleach, but it was, like, that wasn't just like one season or something. Like, that was a whole other part of the show that they didn't need to do that. But it's like with Naruto, it's like, oh, you find out basically all these wars and ninja stuff was basically orchestrated the whole time. Like, I don't know, I didn't like that.
Like, how they never explained the Uzumaki clan. Why? Like, can we get some background on them? Like. Yeah. They have the best sealing jutsu. That's all we know. And red hair. Like, that's ass. Like, can I know more about one of the strongest clans ever? Like, yeah, it was just, I don't know.
You know what else I didn't like about Naruto? I knew every time they brought up the fourth Hokage, I said, that's his dad.
I didn't know that shit.
They never, I'm like, is it not? Like, they kept talking about, and even in the beginning, like, the third Hokage would say, like, oh yeah, the fourth told me to watch over him. Like, all this, like, they would just call him the fourth all the time. And then that's some big reveal in Shippuden that was his dad. It's like, why is this a story point? Like, I don't get it.
I guess I didn't know, so I guess that would be...
But you could tell, right? They both had that hair. His last name was similar. Like,
nah, not at all.
That whole time you never thought.
Nah.
Why not? They're the only two people that look alike.
I mean, you know what I thought? I knew the masked man was Obito.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying that. Why did we know that, though?
You just kind of, like, figured it out. Like, I don't know. Like, it just... Like,
because
you didn't really see him die. Yeah.
His name was Toby.
Yeah. That too.
Like...
And then... You didn't really see him die. They had the rocks. But in Naruto, you can survive a lot of things, like, weirdly.
Madara survived.
Yeah, somehow bit his skin and then did whatever he did. That
the more you talk about it, Naruto might have to down forward for you.
But for me, but it's just better than Dragon Ball Z, so. It's just, and it has just as much of an impact.
I guess. Like, I'm not going to be mad at something. Like, if we really think about it, like, this is our personal top 5. So it's like, niggas talk about Cowboy Bebop, best anime of all time. If we wanted to,
Who said that?
everyone. If you Google every list that's ever come out, top 100, top 10, every year that they put one out, Cowboy Bebop is 1 or 2. Like, I've seen Dragon Ball Z not even be in the top 10. Like,
yeah, I told you, because once you get into anime, you realize Dragon Ball Z is at the basic of any anime story.
Nah, but I've definitely seen stuff on there that shouldn't be above it. Anyway, alright, so what you got for number 2?
This one is hard. My top 2, I don't know which one to pick. But the only reason why I'm going to put this one at number 2 is because the story's not finished. And they have to finish the Dark Continent. So my number 2 would be Hunter x Hunter. But the reason why Hunter x Hunter is on my top 2, but it is 2, is because, like, the concept of Nen...
Don the nigga. Alright, go on.
The concept of Nen is second to none. Like, it's better than chakra, it's better than ki, it's better than all other weird types of spiritual energy that's in Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever, all that extra curse energy, I should say. It's just better. The way it's set up, the way different
it's
types
more unique, yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's
how
just,
someone could be like a transmuter.
Yeah, transmuter, manipulator, all that, you know.
Or like focused and then on one part of their body.
Yeah, Ren, and then all those other concepts, it's too intricate. Like, and I heard, like, Hunter x Hunter was never supposed to have Nen. That was something they just put into the story. And I would say that's one of my criticisms I have about Hunter x Hunter. There's a lot of plot holes. Like, how people didn't know about Nen, and only hunters can use Nen, but then you had the Phantom Troops using Nen, and all these other random people just using Nen. Like, so it's just like, it felt forced, but
it worked out.
It worked out. Or like how Killua didn't know his brother was manipulating him using Nen. Like, it was just like, you make no sense.
Yeah. That's the thing with shows. I feel like people only get mad when it doesn't work out in their favor. Or like if they don't like the end result, then they'll get mad. Oh, why did they do this change? But when it works, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's cool.
But hopefully they come out with a new season of Hunter x Hunter. I'll definitely be watching that.
Well, I don't think that's ever happening.
I heard his wife was supposed to write it, but he was like, no. And she wrote Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I'm good on that, bro. They rebooted Sailor Moon, too.
They did?
I tried to watch it.
It's probably corny.
It's, well, again, one of those shows you gotta in the moment. Alright, so number 2 for me, there's only 2 left, and I think we're going to agree on number 1, but number 2 for me is going to be Dragon Ball Z. Listen, we already went over all the reasons why. Most impactful, people talk about it still 20 years later.
Basic as hell.
There's still memes about, like, it's survived every era. I used to wake up at, like, my brother was getting ready for school. I was like 6. He was going to high school. It was on TV. Like, I was like, what is this? And just watched it. Like, every time you were play fighting or something, people was doing Dragon Ball Z moves. Like,
well, now people doing Naruto moves.
I don't know. I'm not around kids like you. So, yeah, just all of it. Cell Saga, my favorite in the entire show.
Yeah, Cell. That's one thing we can agree on. The Cell Saga was the best. The Android Saga was the best saga. Yeah. Android / Cell Saga was the best saga. It was unique. That was probably the best storyline they ever came up with.
Yeah.
Goku gets sick. Even the movie with Trunks and Gohan with one arm fighting androids, like, that was mad. Like, that was engaging.
That was probably, like, the darkest, like...
Yeah, that Dragon Ball's ever...
I think, like, the Saiyan Saga and, like, Namek and stuff was probably more violent, honestly. Like, when you think about it.
Nah, because they ripped Gohan's arm.
They didn't show it rip it. He lost it in, like... It didn't even show how it...
But you felt like, damn, this, like, you felt the tension. Like, yo, his whole family dying, like, it's crazy.
But in the original, you had Krillin getting exploded.
But, like, you...
Stabbed with the horn. You had...
That's true, but it wasn't like...
You had Vegeta Vegeta blew up mad people, like...
But you didn't feel the fear as, like... Because you can kind of relate. You can't relate going on another planet, Namex running around. But you can relate. Not really, but...
Future Trunks' story itself was, like, just mad, sad, and scary.
Yeah, you feel me? It was just dark.
And the androids look like people.
Yeah, so, just blasting niggas. Like, and you had to hide. Like, you can think about it. Like, oh, wow. That really happened. That would be scary.
Before we get to the number one, we're just going to go over, like, what our personal top 10s were before we came together to come up with the list. So, for me, starting from 10, I had Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Code Geass, Bleach, Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball Z, and then at the top was Yu Yu Hakusho. So,
damn, you still had Dragon Ball Z second.
Yeah.
Crazy.
For me personally, it was Yu Yu Hakusho, bro. For me, like, I don't know. I just like the story better. I like the concept of it better. I like the opening theme song is... I don't know. That's the one. You can play that in the club, bro. So yeah, that was our original 10.
Number 10 was Bleach. Number 9 was One Punch Man. Number 8 was Dragon Ball Z. I should really put that at number 9.
Fam, you have it low enough. Like 8 is disrespectful. But go on.
Number 7, Seven Deadly Sins.
Over Dragon Ball Z.
That's,
bro, you don't even personally believe that. Name some story that was better in Seven Deadly Sins than the Android Saga. Like,
the 10 Commandments versus Seven Deadly Sins, that was way better than King Piccolo and Frieza.
I said the Android Saga, the one you love so much.
That's it. You watch Seven Deadly Sins, like, it's just, bro, I guess you're right. I'll put Dragon Ball Z over Seven Deadly Sins.
Like,
he's right.
Comment section going crazy right now.
Matter of fact,
not really. Go on.
So I changed that. I'll put Seven Deadly Sins number 9, One Punch Man number 8, Dragon Ball Z number 7. And then we get into the best type of animes. Attack on Titans, number 6. Naruto, number 5. Jujutsu Kaisen, number 4. Demon Slayer, number 3. Those two, the storyline is crazy good, and the anime is beautiful.
So you think 2 anime that just came out, that aren't finished yet, is better than Dragon Ball Z?
So far, yes. The storyline, everything, like, and I read the manga.
Alright, go on, man.
Yo, let go of Dragon Ball Z. Basic as hell, like, yo. Son. And then number 2, Hunter x Hunter, and number 1, Death Note.
Alright, so we coming down to number 1, which surprisingly, this is crazy. Like, we didn't plan this obviously, but our number 5s and number 1s are the same somehow. Everything in the middle was just all over the place, but. Number 1, we got Death Note. Yep. So
Death Note was perfect. Like, I don't think there was any real plot holes. Like,
the only, like, and that's the great thing about Death Note. Like you're saying, like, damn near perfect, because like even the parts that aren't perfect or that people argue is like very subjective. Like people say like, oh, like how was Light so smart during the whole thing, and then the only reason he lost was because the person he was manipulating made a stupid mistake. Or
I mean,
whatever.
That's possible.
Like,
that's realistic as hell.
It is, but it's like, that's like, doesn't go with the rest of the show. Like, everything always worked out for him for the most part. Or like, if it didn't, he would figure out a way around it or something. Like, and it just happens to be, for him to get caught and literally lose, it's like a fatal mistake.
No, me personally, I think how it ended, like, it was a perfect ending to end the show too.
Yeah. And
it was just like, yeah, he had to lose. Like, and for someone to make a mistake or error in judgment, it made sense because he wasn't as smart as Light. So he's thinking, yeah, I can just do this make this decision, which ended up being fatal, and it cost Light, you know, and like he was versing, who was he? It was no
Nier.
L died by then.
Nier,
and who's the other guy?
Mellow or something.
Yeah,
N and M.
Yeah.
L M and M.
They were just as smart as Light, so I can I can understand why that he lost, but in terms of storyline and how smart he was and how he got out of situations, it was just perfect. It was near perfection to me. Like you can't beat that.
And like while watching it, I was always like, dang, this character is mad smart. But then I was like, no, the writers are mad smart. Like obviously they can get themselves out of any situation, but like the intricacies that go in it with like, there's the rules for the Death Note to be used, right?
Yeah.
But he found out like loopholes around it, like, oh, if you write someone's name, they're going to die. But he was like, oh, if I write, they're going to walk to, like, he was testing it out on people, which is crazy, like, playing with someone's life like that. But he would be like, they're going to go to the store and then answer their phone, and then, like, he was literally manipulating reality. Like, it wasn't even just a person. And then they're going to hang themselves because they're sad. Like, it's, I don't know. The intelligence level, like, I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I like Hunter x Hunter as well. It's just, like, there's so much intelligence involved in it. It's not just powering up. Like, under the comment section, let us know who has the better list.
No, alright. Do that.
You feel me?
Sure.
Let us know who has the better list out of our personal list.
Yeah, of our personal list, let us know who's better. Oh, the overall top 5, let us know if it's trash or great. I mean, I know my list is amazing, but, you know, let Johnny know in the comment section how bad his list is and why.
And also put your top 5 list under the comments as well, and tell us what you would replace or whatever.
Yes, and definitely like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Like 9.
いつも支えてくれる人たちに日頃の思いを込めたラプソディアプリシエーションな気持ちを堂々けいつもありがとう